Hi, everybody. You're welcome to the Gen Z podcast. My name is Maxwell, and my guest today here is...
My name is Kessie.
Big Flash.
Queen Fiddy.
Nice to have you here. Thank you so much. So today we are talking about the financial pressure in relationships, and then the societal pressure when it comes to, being financially sound. I think people respect money. Yes. They say money stops all nonsense, right? So I think money influences relationship in my point of view. But I want to know from you, does money really matter in relationships?
Money matters.
Okay, how?
But money matters, but money can't be the foundation of a relationship.
Okay.
Money is very good when you are already in a relationship. It can, fine-tune a relationship. It can make love. I don't know best so.
But
it can't be the foundation.
When you are already in a relationship, how will you even start? These days, how do people fall in love? How does because the relationship these days it is dates, nights, and gifts, and coming to park at your, office car park, take you to lunch. That's like the new way of falling in love. So if you're saying, if you're already in a relationship, how does
do you say that's the new way of falling in love?
Contradicting yourself. You said money doesn't matter, but
it's
important.
I
never said money doesn't matter. Don't get me wrong.
No. But you said it is important.
No. I'm not saying money doesn't matter. Okay. If you are someone who loves money than me, I think God will even catch you. No, but I'm just saying, if I'm going in for a guy, actually look at money first.
Okay.
I have other priorities. Because at the long run, money comes and goes. Yeah. So if I'm looking out for a guy who has money or a DB or fee, he comes from a wealthy family, but can't manage a business, then I'm at a loss. Because I'll be having a family with this guy. Fine, business, it has ups and downs. Maybe at your worst point, this guy has given up. He doesn't even want to push through. He can't even manage a business. How will that money come back?
Yeah, but let's look at a situation where you're having a guy who is having it all sorted. He's driving. He comes to pick you up sometimes from work. You don't have to join the queue and be in the hot trotro. Okay. He's buying you gifts. He's taking you out for vacation.
He's driving a Lamborghini.
He's driving some very good flashy car. And then when he pulls up at your workplace, everybody's like, shh. Versus the other guy who is also showing you all the affection and the care and everything, but he's not able to, provide. Imagine, the Range Rover guy or the Lamborghini guy visiting you at home, the way your parents will receive him. Wouldn't that influence your choice with regards to,
they'll people push me, go for the one with the money, blah, blah, blah. And, nobody wants, and
people will respect you for the kind of man you are. Yeah, so...
I'm coming. They will tell you it's better to cry in a Range
Rover than to cry. I get it, but at the end,
AC will dry the tears, innit?
At the long run, it relies on what I like. It's my choice because I am going to stay with these two people. So that's what I'm saying.
You're going to stay with one of them.
No, one of them. That's true. So it depends.
Most likely, you are not going to take that. How do they call it? Like future money.
And David, you know why nowadays people don't like him? Because David, you're not more jai. You leave the person who was with you all this while. So girls
on hot basis.
Charlie, so right now, when you don't get money, it be problem because now the fact is, if you get money, you might forget about them. So not having money is a disadvantage.
You guys, you do forget about them.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, but Chairman, can you tell her why it looks as if when we make money, we forget about the women or the woman that we were with? What do you think will account for the man moving on to another woman?
Well, I think that normally when we get into a situation like a new environment where we've not been to, sometimes we get cocky, we get forgetful. Maybe in this time, maybe that person never knew he could get this kind of level of woman. He might end up forgetting himself.
Oh, Flash is sort of having a different opinion.
I want to say this. Maybe the time you were with the guy when he was broke, you don't respect him, you don't care for him, you don't do anything for him, and now he has money. So that time he didn't have any choice.
Didn't have a
aside
choice.
you. So what now? But now he has resources. He can move on.
Yeah, so the thing can be both from the lady's side, can be from the guy's
Most
side.
definitely.
Okay. So and it could also be that the guy himself is not matured enough. You see, sometimes you go and date a younger guy and I'm now getting to the university, let's just date. You don't know what really entails. But as he's growing, he said, do I really want to be with this girl? like their minds start to change. They start maturing.
So at what point do you think people should be in serious relationships?
For me, I don't really believe in like relationship. I believe in marriage.
Oh, okay.
I can tell.
So people should just jump into marriage.
No, not like just jump. You have to know each other. The reason why I'm saying relationship is people do things married couples are supposed to do in a relationship.
Yeah, that brings me to this point where a lot of young ladies require young men to do things their parents cannot do for them.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's a major issue.
And that pressure, and once you're not able to do it, you seem to be useless. But your father can't do it though.
Exactly.
That one I go with
You
the
know,
men. That one I'm with the men.
Can I say
100%.
something?
Yeah.
Yes, from my experience.
Okay.
Somebody I met at the time who even couldn't even tell me where she was living because she always made this kind of idea like she was living in an apartment building or something. Her room though is nice. She used to send me pictures from her room. I could tell it's nice. It took one time for her to pick up my phone and like try ordering a ride going somewhere, and I noticed where she was actually living. But I didn't point it out to her. But like she had to lie. She had to pretend like that is where she is. But this same person was the person telling me that if I'm coming over to a place, I have to bring a card and not an Uber. I should not take an Uber to come and see her. Her father will judge me. Yes.
Where do you get your girls?
Where do I get them from? Different places, different places.
No, so this brings me to the point where then it looks as if there was a bit of pressure on the woman this time. Not on the man, because the woman was trying to
impress you,
keep up with the.
Oh, I don't get why you need to impress.
So let's look at it this way. Should the woman also have money in a relationship?
Yes.
Yes.
And should they spend on the man?
Yes.
You know what? I feel if a guy is spending on you, the lady also has to spend on the guy. Me, I'm both ways. If you're not spending on your guy, I don't even expect the guy to even spend on you. Because let's get something.
What are some of the things you suggest that women should spend on?
Oh, if I know, my guy likes perfume or something. You see, guys don't really like so much.
We like a lot. We like a lot.
We like sneakers.
Yes.
We like watches. We like perfumes. We like clothes. Sunglasses. PS.
When I say a lot, like I mean. They don't really. It's not like regular. You see, but today she likes something today. Tomorrow is something. Send me home. Send me this. But like guy, maybe occasional on a birthday or like something. You see, guys normally don't like requesting things from.
We like good cars.
Like good
On me, if I have, how I spoil my man. Like just relax.
Okay, so for me, I think that there is this pressure on men in general to be providers, and so there are times when even when we don't have, we have to find a way or pretend that we do. In such situations, what do you do if you don't have as a man? Even though society puts a lot of pressure on you as a provider, what do you think we should do? Just to ease, because the pressure sometimes people have to steal from their workplaces just to go and not necessarily impress, but just to provide. In a relationship or in. But in a relationship, so what do you think men should do when they don't have?
Yes. I feel like I was a victim to this.
Even when you get a girl there,
you've been through a lot.
Yes, I could write the Bible. Yes.
Okay, so go ahead.
I realize that if you push yourself past your actual self for the sake of making another person happy, you will never get like that happiness in return. I don't know how to put it, but
people are ungrateful.
It's not really like ungrateful, but like they'll have that mentality like they didn't force. It's not being ungrateful. Me, I don't see it being ungrateful.
Yeah, they don't even know what you went through.
Yeah, they don't know what you went through. If tomorrow you come and be like, oh, give me 500, easily I gave it to you, and you think that I just gave you the 500 because I had a balance of probably 2,000 and then I gave you my last. You never know. And if tomorrow, argument's sake, I mention it, you'll be like, so you could have told me.
Yeah, so what do you think we should do in such situations? Should we come out clean to tell our partners
and that's
that Charlie, some no deal?
That's the problem. When you also be honest about it, like if I were to say you wanted the 500 from me and I had, let's say, 550 in my account, and I was sending you the 500.
Yeah.
If I were to tell you right now, this is my last two, I'm giving you this, but this is what I have. It gives them that kind of idea that we're trying to tell them that they owe us. But like,
You see, you can do anything to a woman, but don't tell the woman all your problems. The next day she will be fucking your friend.
Hey,
please,
aggressive.
So,
It be true.
Okay.
It be true.
Okay, so
So
you cannot be vulnerable.
Don't be vulnerable.
You can't. It's true.
But don't be fake too.
Hey, so where do we draw that line?
Mahala.
As God created men as providers, men are natural.
Okay, Valentine is probably in the corner. Okay,
Yeah.
so
I hate that whole.
classical example, get,
Okay.
and you want to just make it clear that like this time round, expect nothing, little or nothing. Okay, how will you go about it?
You get
So that you are not vulnerable, at the same time you are not fake. How would you go about it?
So you get something small. You can get
Something
some
little, that's all.
chocolate, something small that will be in your comfort zone.
Yeah.
If the girl is sensible enough, she will understand.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because if every year something huge, and this year you know I am with you, so you know my.
But if we are in a relationship which would probably lead to marriage, and times are hard, why can't I tell you? Then what is this whole relationship thing about? Where are we
what
going?
What do you even talk about in that relationship?
Is there any hope?
I wonder.
You can tell her, but
Package it.
Don't open too much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so what about the woman in the relationship? Can she tell you her problems
Tell me
as it is?
Tell me everything.
Yeah, you can.
I want to
We
know.
don't judge.
So double standards,
We just want to
right?
know.
That is
Double
how-
standards.
That is how God created women. You see, men are providers, women are listeners,
And receivers.
receivers. If or to say, oh, you broke, hey, she will start thinking, hey, then what are we going to do?
Okay.
See, I guess what Flash is saying.
Yeah.
Guys can take certain hardships in quotes than women, and like even mentally, guys are like emotionally stable than women. What you can take, I think women can take it. So I get it from that point that don't say everything, but I think you shouldn't leave the main things out.
Okay, but at
Yeah.
what point should a woman give up on a man that is broke?
Oh, I don't think you should give up on a man if he's broke. I'll give up on a
The
man.
question is,
At what point
Oh,
should a woman?
when I realize that this man, he's broke, but he's not making any mental changes, say, I want to improve on myself to get it.
But nowadays they say they are depressed.
Who?
The broke people.
You are depressed, so you can't work. You are depressed, so you can't work. No, you should leave the man.
Okay,
That's
so
right.
yeah. So okay, but I think that apart from the fact that you would have a decision to make about the man you want to be with, I think your family would also have a call to make.
Yeah.
So you're probably moving in with a man that is living in a single room, and your family will be like, you're going to have family. Are you sure? We don't approve of this guy. How do we handle family? It's not like he's broke,
Yeah.
but he doesn't have as much as maybe some other person.
will have.
So how do we handle family in this regard? He's not that broke,
Yeah.
but he's not so well to do.
yeah.
But you want
And
to
he
move
keeps
in.
improving on himself.
Oh, these days, the way things are, the improvement, you can't really see it
You can't,
because
yeah.
inflation and
Yes.
all kinds of
Like,
things.
I mean,
Even
like
if you
the
are
man is
trying.
trying.
Yeah, but
But
well,
it's because of the economy. It's not him.
And a classical example is you, for example. Your family has spent some good money on you
Yes.
to educate you through primary school to secondary, to medical school for so many years. Bought expensive textbooks for you, pay some very good money in school fees. What do you think they would expect you,
I
to
think
bring home
it
when it
depends on
comes to?
each family, because my family, they don't give me any pressure pertaining to marriage or who I'm bringing home. It's the least thing they do.
But at the
and
point
they-
where you
Say
have brought
something.
somebody,
Have you? Yes, I was even going to
You
ask. Have you
know,
brought somebody?
and
No, but
need to
definitely
go
I
through
have
that
senior
test.
sisters. I'm not the only one that they
Okay.
give birth to.
So all,
So I
Okay.
can tell
No,
from
but-
that.
okay, so the standard is not so high.
No.
But do you have
Since-
senior sisters that are medical doctors that the family
They
has
are
spent
not like
so much,
like
in
the medical field, but maybe oil or
Okay,
something.
okay.
Wow.
And it's still the same
Okay.
year standard.
Yeah,
But
okay.
what I'm trying to say is that you shouldn't come and take someone's daughter and not be able to provide
strong
at
point,
all.
strong point. Strong point. Then it brings me to the point where I want insurance.
Yes.
You get it? Because the father would say, hey, if you are taking my daughter and they are going to have family, and I want to be sure that you get it. So they will always want to choose the one with more money.
Oh.
Because that's the insurance.
What I'm trying to say, you're not getting me. My dad will want me to bring my man. I wouldn't go into my dad. I have two people. Which one should I choose? I will go with the one I want.
They might visit you, or a friend pass by, pull up in this one pull up on a bicycle, the other one pull up on a Royal motorbike, and then someone is pulling up on a Range Rover.
It goes down to what I like.
Okay.
Yeah. Because someone can have all the cars.
So would your family be okay with you now taking care of a man to bring him up to
that one day? I wouldn't do. I wouldn't even ask my family.
Oh, you won't?
I won't do it.
Oh, you won't do it?
In marriage?
Yeah, in a relationship.
Like in a relationship to help him.
I'm thinking of
so that the future is bright
not
for
school fees per se, but let's say.
Let me reframe the question. Let's say you are with the man. The man is okay. And now his business is going down. And you have to come.
Oh, don't worry, I can come if I have the means. But like from scratch, I'm going to give money for business. This
for
that
how
I
long
can.
will you be able to take care of the man?
But what if
you give up?
What if he shows signs of brilliance?
Yeah.
Oh, I can. That's if I have, but to some extent. If I see that the person is relying too much and is not using the head again, because you can be providing now they get small money. It's like they want to use another way to use their mind to lick around your it's some way. So I think if you go in,
is it true that women are not good at taking care of responsibilities like around the home,
in terms of financial?
Yeah, like you just don't.
No, the thing
it just doesn't feel right for you or you.
They are not built like that.
Yes.
Yeah, but naturally, I'm not part of those men who say, I give everything to a man. The man is the head.
Okay.
Whatever he says is final to me, but some women don't like it.
Okay.
But me, if my husband tells me, oh, you are doing this, I think you should, and it should be in a particular manner, not in any way. Whatever he says, I'll go with it. Like we will have an agreement. Oh, I think it's this. Why do you think it's this, that? At the long run, I go with whatever he says. If it makes sense and it will help me, that's so. So I really believe that a man is the head. Okay. But I want to give the man that sense of I don't want to use the word authority that he's the head. I want to give him every right that he's the head. I don't want to take the position of a man at all.
So will there be a point where he shows a little bit of, I don't know, something happens and then you refer? No, will you ever refer to the help you gave to him that
it will
I
happen.
did this for you, right?
It will happen.
You see, I'll do that if you. No, no. Maybe once in a while, but it won't be my attitude.
Listen.
No, sorry, come again. I didn't get that.
Once in a while.
Once in a while.
Yes.
Like, it won't be my attitude.
Yeah.
You see, it depends on the man though. Some men talk. They talk a lot. And they forget that this woman cried, like the woman gave you something. Like when they get something small, they start talking.
But we men never really talk about what we do for a woman, like when things go bad.
Are you sure?
Chairman, when your heart got broken, did you remind her of all the money you spent?
No, because to make me rather look stupid though. I won't go and
we
I moved on
to,
by head.
No.
Or it's our responsibility, so we don't have to even talk about it.
Me, relationship. I feel the man has no right to even buy anything for a girl.
Oh really?
It's marriage. I'm talking of marriage.
That sounds good
to me.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's relationship. The guy has no right to buy you anything. If he buys you, it's a plus. So I will even appreciate that guy very much.
But these days, what guys are doing in a relationship, is more than like fatherly duties.
Yeah, but that's them. And that's the kind of girl
but
they
if you
choose.
don't do that, you won't get the love.
And not me. Maybe I'll give you that love.
Then we have to find more like you.
Monthly stipend.
Because of course. Some are expecting you to give them allowance.
No. Me, I don't believe in that, and I don't like.
You were
that.
raised by old parents.
Yes.
Yeah, you come from a good. You probably come from a good home.
Most girls.
Most girls are like that. Then we are yet to meet those ones that because it looks like
my car is a big
right
place too, so I'm surprised.
So can you direct us to where we?
Going to the right place.
Because to be honest, my guest here would agree with me that the financial pressure is something you cannot avoid. It starts from the first day when you take the number. As soon as you pick on the phone number of this person, within 2-3 days you have a bill to settle.
Yes.
Okay, that's the registration
First
fee.
date. First date.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's the registration
Yes.
fee. And then within a week, some sort of bill. And then the women claim they are testing your financial muscle to see
Yes.
if
It's a
you
lie,
are
Joe.
serious. You know, so
It's a lie.
yeah, to be honest, you pay for taking the number, and then my brother's school fees will pop up somewhere, and then their rent will pop up somewhere, data, you know.
And sometimes
then,
it depends. And when men are introducing themselves, they start with money.
Okay.
Oh, I'm this one. I'm the CEO of this. So
Okay.
I have a property here. So the girl will say, "Oh, so you have money. So you want me to charge you?"
Okay.
Then it goes from there.
But don't you think that once you begin to go that way, the man sees you as cheap?
Yeah.
That you can be bought.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So that brings me to this point where a lot of women are getting this wrong. You see, when you don't ask, you get more. This one I've given.
Very
This
true.
is, I shouldn't have. I
Very
shouldn't have. I shouldn't have given
That's
this
true.
code.
See,
But yeah.
an example. All the ladies have been into it with.
You
The-
said
the-
all. It looks like you have quite.
Like a lot, like hundreds.
Okay, you go ahead.
But
You
I'm
go ahead.
quantifying it.
Hey.
So the one who did not ask me for money, she's the one who took almost everything from me.
Yeah, you did a
Aw.
lot
Is
for
it
her.
finished?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the money
Oh,
finished?
no.
Okay.
Are you still together though?
Somehow.
Hey, somehow,
Yeah.
I am critical.
Yeah, but
Right.
I agree with you. I mean, I think that sometimes when you begin to ask for things, you are sort of putting a price on who you are, and you know it limits. Okay, then you are just worth an iPhone, and once it's iPhone, I mean that's it. I own you.
Yeah.
Yes.
But usually, when you don't ask, we rather feel pressured to do something to
More,
impress you.
yeah.
You get it. But I think that the women just can't hold back for a second and just wait for things to happen naturally.
Yeah.
When you start, they start bailing.
So does it mean that relationships are now an exit avenue for their financial problems?
I mean, that's what most women do nowadays.
That's
Hook
But I'm not in support of that.
so
Hookup
so
is
so,
there.
so
Yes.
today, how can a man find true love without financial burdens or spendings?
A different country.
Yeah, I would say just be yourself. Don't
Yeah,
try.
but the different country thing you said is right, because look,
They don't know your
when,
culture.
When
They
I,
don't know.
when I went to the US, I realized that women are really hardworking. They are doing food delivery, like everybody's doing something, right? And so I don't think a lot of the women are interested in who will buy data for me, who will buy me food. I think the conversation is a little different out there.
Yes.
You need to be a little more compatible in terms of your conversations and your niceness and your how you're humorous and so many other things. You get it. It's not really about
But we
what
will
you can
watch
provide.
that on
you
media.
know?
You see, the women are working hard, as you are saying. So let's say Val's Day, the man, decorates a place, buys flowers and everything. But we will sit on social media, see it, and we'll say, look at what this guy is doing for this girl. But they'll start comparing. But crazy or no, yeah, man. But meanwhile, the girl is working,
Talking about
You see?
comparison, is it a female thing? Do you compare a lot?
I think female. Both
I think that is where the social media.
Yes.
Okay, aside the pressures
Yes.
like peer pressure,
Yeah.
what do you think the role of social media is in terms of demands, financial demands in relationships?
I think it has really increased that in a very bad way that we don't even put our mind to it. I think social media can be good, can be bad. You go to social media, you pick whatever you want to pick. You can pick the good one and pick the bad one. But as I was saying, these people, you see that someone has bought flowers, how do they call it? Dallas bouquet or whatever. He said, oh, this Val's Day, if you don't get me this, it's over.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, this girl is really, this girl in Ghana here or any other country or whatever country will be sitting there, will not be working, and will just be wanting money from that guy who is suffering, sweat. That small money, you want him to come and give you everything. He has family to take care of.
My mother is there.
Yes.
So do
They
you
have a
now
priority like
understand?
that.
Do you now understand why we make money and we go for some other woman sometimes?
Yes, me, I understand.
Okay.
I understand.
But you see,
Conclusion.
with my experience, I have been shooting weddings for some time now, and one thing I can tell you for a fact is the social media pressure is real. Okay, such that people want to match other people's whatever expenditure or whatever they do. But with my little experience, I realized that some of the flashy weddings, the couples don't even spend a dime on
Yes.
it. Their parents are probably paying for it. An uncle somewhere in some country is paying for it.
Yes.
You know, some business partner of their father is paying for it. And then you, who is also
Yes,
struggling, you want to match what you have seen on social media. You know,
Loan.
and so
Yes.
for me,
For wedding.
like you want to use the same vendors and
Yeah.
all that,
It's
and
bad.
you know. So I think these days is the money that is buying the
Yeah.
love. Without
Yes.
it, you don't have love. But
But do
I
you
think-
think those marriage or love or whatever, I don't think they normally last.
okay, so for me, I think that look, it is a little tricky in the sense that relationships will lead to marriage.
Yeah.
Marriage would lead to having family. There should be financial muscle to take care of school fees,
Definitely.
hospital bills, clothes, so many other things. So yes, money is important. Money makes the world go round. But I think that in relationships, people should take it easy.
Yeah.
Your man is not your father.
Yeah.
Or piggy bank.
The kind of car you expect your man to be driving, your father has never bought,
Yes.
might
Exactly.
never buy.
They should even
Yes,
ask their
you
father when
know.
they got that, what age they got that car.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you get what I mean. You know, let's be realistic.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that we should just, it's good to have big goals. It's good
Yeah.
to like nice things, but I think at the right time, those things will come up, putting in the right efforts,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so what would be your advice to, you know,
My fellow-
young people who are in
Yes.
relationships and trying to impress,
Yes.
you know, doing all kinds of things just to make sure that, you know, they buy the love or win the love, you know?
I think you just have to be able to determine if she's worth it. If she's worth it
Okay.
and she doesn't
Okay.
like naturally come at
Yeah.
you and you feel the need to, you can do it.
Yeah.
But
One.
don't also
Yeah.
make it look like you owe it to her. But
Okay, Flash.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just be yourself and work hard. Yeah. Work hard on yourself.
Okay,
The
yeah.
right woman will come.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
are you asking in terms of like the guys?
Oh,
or
no,
like-
no, in general.
Well,
like,
for my people.
you know.
I would say like women,
Uh-huh.
we should try our best to improve on ourselves, because I have this mindset that I want to buy things for myself. If a man does it for me, that's a plus. And I'm not saying I don't love gifts from guys or a husband, but I want to do it for myself.
Yeah.
And a man can do that's a plus for me.
Yeah.
So we should try and improve ourselves
Yeah.
than really depending on other or the men or
yeah,
whatever.
I think we men have special respect for women that are working and can provide for themselves.
Yes.
We have special respect for them, trust me. And it doesn't stop us from doing what we want to do.
Yes, because if
anyway,
they'll do it, they'll do
you
it.
know, yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't change
okay,
anything.
so thank you very much. I think a lot has been learned. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to see more of this. This is the
Gen Z podcast.
podcast.
And we're out.